new level. We're so comfortable. We invite each other to lunch.
Bring your own lunch.
We don't have lunch, and we offer to make something, and we buy it.
I'm serious. Okay.
That's true friendship.
That is true friendship. Oh my goodness. And I managed to put a bit of makeup on. Oh, that's terrible.
Oh, you don't.
Anyway. Oh, hi everybody. Good morning. This is Jean here.
Hi.
And I have my friend Jen with me. Jean Truelove from Truelove Quilts for You. Jen has come for the first time in
It feels like forever.
Forever, Jen.
It feels like years.
Your family was a bit sick. You're like, she hasn't gotten anything.
In like 3 years.
Yeah.
I'm going to get sick tomorrow.
You are going to get sick tomorrow. We've been ill, but never mind. So I said we have to get together and have a cup of tea. But you bought some lovely goodies. Are these from Jen's kitchen?
So old Jen, like pre-COVID Jen, would have baked you something from scratch.
And Maxwell wants a cake so bad.
I need to make this
I know, you really do.
But new Jen just stopped at a bakery on the way here.
No,
so I was driving here and I thought, I'm never going to find a bakery out here. We're like in the sticks.
We're
right?
like out in the country, so yeah.
And as I'm driving, I go past this driveway, an old farmhouse that had a sign out, baked goods for sale. I'm like, good enough.
And I have no idea where it is.
It's like 5 minutes that way.
Up that road.
I think on this exact road.
On this road here.
Yeah.
I have no idea where that is.
And turns out it's like a hydroponics farm. Like they have fish in a tank that feeds these trays where vegetables are growing out of.
Oh my
The
word.
fish poop goes into the vegetables clean the water and send it back to the fish tank. It's like what they have at Disney, like in their restaurant thing. Yeah. So she makes her own baked goods with.
This is awesome.
So I bought them. I didn't think.
Well, I'm so glad you bought it.
But I came for lunch.
Jen came for lunch, and I've not been well. And so yesterday, for the first time, about the third time, Maxwell and I went out and to get food for Jen. I have some stuff, and we went, and my head, I was feeling faint, and I thought I'm tired, and I bought pajamas. I don't know what I bought. Oh, I bought a humidifier, and I came away with no lunch food. But
so we're gonna have cookies.
So we're gonna have some cookies for lunch. I'm sorry, Jen.
This is really the lunch of champions.
It really is. It really is. So we'll have a cup of tea. So
life's hard. You should eat cookies for lunch.
Jen, life is so hard.
Yeah,
life is hard. Is life hard for you? I mean,
it's hard for everybody.
It is. Yeah, it's not that bad. I mean, we were just saying we are counting our blessings like unbelievable. We've been so very, very, very blessed. Ben got COVID. Your husband.
My husband had COVID.
So tell us.
So we basically had to pretend we were divorced for 2 weeks because I didn't want to get it. My kids didn't want to get it. So he didn't eat with us. He wore a mask when he came out of his room. I gave him the master bedroom and bathroom, and then I stayed in my youngest son's room for a few nights because this went on for 2 weeks. He continued to test positive day after day. Even he was feeling better. Still
so
positive,
he didn't get
positive.
He didn't get it bad.
He had a flu for 2 days, a cold for 2 days, and then tested positive for 2 weeks.
Wow.
Yeah.
So he couldn't go to work.
He couldn't go to work until, so CDC has changed some of the laws now, I guess because people test positive for so long, that if you are past 10 days, I think it is, you have to look on the website, so many days, you can leave your house with a well-fitting mask, and you're not to take your mask off around other people.
Okay.
So at one point he was able to go back when he was still testing positive, but he couldn't go to the Kingdom Hall.
We have
stricter rules about keeping people safe. There's a lot of elderly and everything. So we had to do Zoom meetings and so that was
that's a bummer.
That was a bummer. That was we didn't get, the rest of us didn't get it, so we were thankful for that. But then I thought,
your mother-in-law, and
they never got it.
They're okay because
they're in a separate house.
They're in a separate house.
The same driveway. Right. But they, by day 4, I started second guessing myself, and I'm like,
what do you mean?
I was trying not to get COVID, and then I realized when he kept testing positive, I was like, wait a second, we should have all got it at once. because now there's 5 people in our house.
Right.
If we're home 2 weeks for him, and then say he starts testing negative, and then I get it, that could be 2 more weeks. Then if one of my kids gets it, like we could be in for 6 months if you add it all up. But I was too far in at that point, so I said, oh no. And then while he was homesick, and I was testing negative every day, the kids were testing negative. I went to the pharmacy and got the newest booster that came out.
Okay.
The COVID B, whatever. So I got that. So I thought, hopefully now I won't get it.
Well, when we got it, Maxwell got it first, and then like 3 days later, he was sort of okay. The first 3 days he wasn't good, and then I got it, and then Ian was tested. Okay. So for us, the 3 of us sort of got it at the same time.
Okay.
I got it worse, but again, it left Ian with this secondary infection, which he has polyps. Like our son Elliot has polyps. Elliot just had an operation to have the polyps removed. That's disgusting. It's horrible. So poor Ian. He can breathe though because of the antibiotics. He can breathe now for about the first time in a couple years.
Wow.
So he has to have the polyps removed.
Yeah.
So I know. It's been rough. And then I got the diverticulitis on top of it. Oh, it was like a mess. Awful. I was a mess. It really was. Is that a pie?
Oh, and apple pie. So she made cookies and pie, this lady.
Oh my goodness, I'm sorry. Oh, shiny.
So I was like, oh, let me take an apple pie.
Oh, wow.
This looks homemade. I probably could have passed this off as my own.
You could.
I didn't. I was truthful.
These are delicious.
And these cookies.
These are delicious. Really, really good. So what else is new?
It's fun. Just a lot of our poor friends have been sick, and
somebody died.
So that's like always sad and hard.
A friend in our congregation, sister.
Oh, that is lovely too.
Died tragically, actually, and that was just terrible.
Yeah.
So as I was getting ready to film this, I said, "Is there any good news?"
Yeah.
We've had good news. And we were just saying, what is the sign you have?
Oh, in my master bedroom, right when I wake up, it's on the wall that I first see when I wake up, and it says, "Start your day with a grateful heart."
Yeah.
And I love that. It like reminds you to count your blessings.
Exactly. I always
there's
say
so
that.
much negative and so much bad stuff, but like if you weed through it, you can pick out the blessings and like be thankful for them.
Absolutely. I always say that. Well, I did go out with Maxwell yesterday, and we were driving along, and he wasn't feeling well, and he didn't feel like doing something, and it was the first time I gotten like sort of dressed, and I wasn't feeling well, but then the sunshine through the trees, and I got out of my car. Actually, I'm going to put a picture up. The red of the trees.
The trees are magnificent this year. Like prettier than I've ever seen.
Ever.
And I don't know if it's because the world's dark, so they look prettier.
Maybe that's me.
Or
I took a picture. In this picture, there's zero filter. I took it with my camera, my phone, and the sky is bright blue, and the trees are fire red right outside, right here. And I just thought, and the leaves on the ground are golden and yellow and red, and the greens were vibrant. I thought, oh my goodness, that is. And I just took a few moments to really appreciate the beauty.
Yeah.
There is so much beauty around us, amongst the ugly. And I always say that, people have been saying to us, our family, like, oh, you've been through so much. And I said it before, that everybody's been through something.
Yeah.
And, that whole thing, take time to smell the roses. That's so true, yeah.
This is so funny that you just said that, because yesterday I have a new rose bush that I planted at the beginning of the season. And one single lavender rose bloomed again. It already had bloomed and finished.
They're hard to grow.
One more, and it's massive. It was like this big. And I've been walking past it every day, and I'm thinking, that is so beautiful. That is so beautiful. And that saying came in my head the other day as I was just walking past. I was already admiring its beauty, and I thought, no. I'm going to smell that rose. And that was the most beautiful smelling rose I feel like I ever smelled. And I'm like, that's why that saying is there. Because when you walk by them, you can't smell them.
No.
But I literally went up and stopped what I was doing. I was getting water for the chickens, and I was like, this smells amazing.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's what we need to do. We need to when we see that beautiful thing or that thing in creation or whatever.
And it's creation.
A cookie with your friends.
Exactly.
You just have to stop and go, oh, that was the best time.
Exactly.
And appreciate it.
So you have chickens? Sorry.
I got 4 chickens.
Get out of town. Because you had chickens.
I had chickens.
And
we eat our chickens.
Yeah, you eat our, right.
They're livestock, not
Right,
pets. So
right.
some people are weirded by that.
That's
but
okay, yeah.
Like that's just
Right.
So how it is. So they were new layers. These, I call them freeloaders. We're not laying eggs. I had 1 out of 4 was laying. My township only lets me have 4 because they're ridiculous. I live on almost an acre of land and can only have 4 chickens. Yeah. Don't get me started. But I was getting 1 egg for like weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks, and now finally 2 others started laying.
Oh, okay.
So I just yesterday, they're slightly different colors, so you can tell whose is who.
Jordan has, our son Jordan has, and Luke has chickens. Jordan has 8 or 9 chickens.
Yeah, that's a good number.
And he has this coop that's as long as this house. It's like the Rolls Royce of chicken. It's awesome. He gets dozens of eggs. They put them out. They give them to friends. In fact, I've saved all my egg cartons because he's like, give me the egg cartons. But they had foxes get in and a fox get in and hawks come down.
Yeah, you gotta watch them.
Yeah. So have you ever had chickens killed?
I haven't had any killed, but I have had hawks and foxes that I chased away.
I've chased away. Yeah.
So it.
So that's awesome.
Yeah. So that was like something.
So that's so good.
I want to have a public message.
What's that?
Announcement.
What?
You know what happened to me.
Oh, yeah.
Instagram.
Yeah, what happened?
Got hacked. How? I am officially old. My Instagram got hacked. I'm so embarrassed. I can't even talk about it.
I went on. It popped up,
and I texted you.
I thought, whoa. No, I don't think this is Jen, because it was what it was, the substance of it, and I thought she's been hacked, and then you texted. Yeah. So, but a couple of the friends didn't realize it.
No, and people are still following me, and I hope they don't get scammed. Yeah. I tried to text as many people as possible that I could think of.
Because when you put it on Facebook that your Instagram got hacked, and somebody said, somebody said, I didn't realize that.
So please, if you ever get a message from your friend and your little spidey senses go up and you say, that's weird, my friend would text me that.
Exactly, yeah.
Listen to those little...
Yeah.
I was like thinking my friend needed help and I was helping someone and I'm such an idiot.
So what has happened now with your Instagrams?
They took it over. I can't get in. I lost all my pictures. They can post anything they want and pose as me. They have all my family photos, so they could repost them.
Who is they, though?
I have no idea. Somebody in somewhere sitting at a computer.
Wow.
Yeah. Who obviously is into Bitcoin because they're trying to get my friends to buy Bitcoin.
It was
which
Bitcoin
I didn't even know what that was.
Yeah. I don't
know, like if it's whatever. It might even be.
No, it's a real thing. It's a real thing. Yeah, but I don't know. But that's all I know.
But like, I don't want my friends to think I would like pressure them into doing that.
Right.
And that's not what they used to take my account over. So they made it look like they were one of my friends who was selling a clothing line. And they wanted to share the new website with me.
Right.
And I was like, send it to me. And then they were like, did you get it? And I was like, oh, no, I didn't get it. And then they were like, oh, we sent it again. Did you get it? And I was like, oh, no, I didn't get it.
You're clicking on stuff. Yeah.
It just never, ever. Yeah. So, I have... They could take my pictures. They could do whatever they want with them. They can post anything as me and pretend to be me.
But they haven't.
They only posted the Bitcoin as far as I know.
Right.
But what
because it might be...
Sometimes what people do is they hack these accounts, I've heard, and then they wait and they see... Because a bunch of people will unfollow in the beginning. Like the people I'm close to, of course, I'm going to text them all and tell them.
Right.
But then, unfortunately, the nature of social media, you have a bunch of people... that you're friends with that you don't see on a regular basis or you don't text on a regular basis. So I don't even know who all's on my friends list.
Right.
So then...
But are you public? Or are you private? You're public.
Well, I was private, but they took my account over, so now it could be public.
But see, that's what I'm saying. If you're private, you have to... I'm private on Facebook and I'm private on Instagram. I have to accept somebody. So I don't understand.
But my friends are already accepted on me. And they took my account over. They changed my password. they locked me out of my account.
Oh my
And now
goodness.
they set up a password for my account. So they have, like, they could take one of my family photos, they could download it, they could repost it on Instagram, put anything they want underneath it.
Wow, it's scary.
Anything.
Yes, yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Really crazy scary.
That is crazy
And
scary.
they can post, like, I started a business, come support me.
Yes, yeah.
Click my link, buy this from me. Like, you know?
Wow.
I sell quilts, buy my quilt. Like, they could research me and figure it out, and yeah, it's really scary.
That is scary.
So now I'm like terrified to
absolutely.
do anything.
Absolutely.
Actually, my Quilts by Jen, I don't know if they would have gotten that too. So if you're on Quilts by Jen,
Quilts by Jen.
be careful. I gotta go check it.
Yeah.
I just realized that I had that other account.
Yeah.
I don't know if the two are linked or not.
But it's crazy. It's so horrible.
Yeah.
Horrible.
And that the Quilts by Jen will really make me mad if they stole that too, because that's the only place I really had a collective picture of every quilt I made.
Exactly.
So that would really.
Well, you should go and quickly get pictures of it.
Yeah.
You have them on your camera.
I guess I would have them on Google Photos.
On Google Photos, yeah.
They're just all over, not in one neat tiny
exactly.
spot.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So.
Oh, social media.
Beware, I'm old now. I got hacked.
Ian got hacked a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
He did the same thing.
It's awful.
He
You feel so violated. I feel like I got robbed.
Absolutely.
Like, even though no one broke in my house, like, I feel like this must be what it feels like when someone does that.
We caught the banking. We caught it just in time. But it had repercussions.
Yeah.
And Ian was naive, I should say. He was naive. And that was with a telemarketer, or caller or something.
Yeah.
Or was it on the internet? Something. And he was naive. And
the weird thing was, a sense went off of me, like, this seems out of character for her. Because she was a little pushy. And I went and I clicked on her to make sure it was her. Right. So, like, I did have that split second of doubt. But I saw all her family pictures. I saw her kids, her grandkids. So I'm like, oh, it is her.
Yeah.
And then I felt bad. Like, I wanted to help her.
Right. Anyway. So we're just going to...
I'm never helping again, though.
Never help again.
I will.
Yeah. We're going to take time to smell the roses. Look for the good in everybody.
And don't get hacked.
Don't get hacked.
That's today's, what do they call that? A public message.
Yeah.
Don't get hacked.
Anyway, folks, Jen and I are going to have a good old chin wag now.
Oh, my panels. Can I show you?
Oh, yes, of course.
Okay, so Jean.
That was the whole thing. I had done this one block wonder. You really liked it.
I love it.
I know.
Kaleidoscope. I loved those when I was a kid, and that's what it reminded me of.
Exactly, me too. I mean, once I figured out that I don't like it all dark. I don't like it all.
Yes.
I wanted the light relief, so my Ukraine fabrics have a light relief. I'm going to go into that the next video or whenever. But Jen got
7 panels.
7 panels, and the initial investment is a lot. But that's the quilt top, right? That's a quilt top.
my quilt top.
So this is the one block wonder. Oh, you got a big one.
I got.
Oh yes. Now I think I'm going to address this in the next videos that come up. You can make, because your panel is larger.
Yeah.
You have a big panel. You can make your. And I will explain it. I think I can. You can make your
triangles
and your strips when you cut them bigger,
okay,
so that your kaleidoscope is bigger. That will coordinate with the bigger panel.
Yeah.
If you had a small, like a little pillow panel, maybe you'd only want to do a 2.5 inch kaleidoscope type thing. That big. Yeah. I'm going to be doing mine is about 16 by 20, so I'm going to be doing a 3.5 inch strip, cutting them into 3.5 inch triangles to make that size kaleidoscope. Okay. But I believe when I get to it, you could probably look it up on. I'm looking on YouTube, right? Yeah. I think you want to make yours bigger. Okay. You cut a strip, say 4.5 inches or so, and then you cut your triangles exactly that 4.5 inches. That. And then you put your kaleidoscope together because you have a big. You have a big panel. So let me see your panel.
So before I show you, we went to Acadia, Maine for our vacation this summer. Love it. Beautiful. Highly recommend it.
Maxwell was there.
So, so beautiful. In Bar Harbor. And so I found like a national park panel. Yep. So this is the one I got.
Oh, it is a huge one.
It's huge. Yeah. So I got 7 of them.
Yes.
And that's the lighthouse we saw.
Oh, it's awesome, Jen. Yes, because
it has a whale on it.
Because when we cut this up, you're going to be seeing the colors, the oranges, the blues, the browns.
But not the words of the pictures.
But not the words of the pictures. Only this is in the center. Or you can even offset it, whatever, I'll get to that. But then you'll see all of those colors, but a lot of white to make it a little bit lighter.
I liked the white ones too.
Oh, because I showed
so
that
when
example.
I saw this, I was like, ooh, that's like the one
exactly.
Jen had.
Yeah. So yours is a big one. Mine is only, I mean, literally.
I
mine,
didn't even check the size. I didn't realize.
Yeah, no, this is a big one. Well, this is, I made Malia. I put four of those. I put 4 of those together.
Yeah.
And I mean, and this manufacturer has dozens of places, all national parks.
Yeah.
But there's Paris and there's Rome and there's London. There's all sorts of them. They're awesome.
Yeah.
So
I saw the Yellowstone one with buffalo. I want to do that one too. I think if I like the process.
Exactly. So 4 of them together. 1, 2, 3, 4 makes a really fabulous quilt.
Yeah.
Simple, and really effective. If you know somebody who travels, that's really, really awesome. And you got them at
Missouri Star Quilt.
Missouri Star. Okay, Missouri Star Quilt Company. You got them.
And this.
And you got this one.
They only had one size triangle too.
Okay.
So
because I got the smaller.
That's why I got the size. Because that when I.
I know, but you can. You know, like you can do it smaller, do it bigger, you know. So, but like I said, when we get to that, and I will get to it, I will get to that tutorial. Yeah. Because
you have to now. We all bought panels.
I know, they bought panels. How much were the panels?
I think my total bill, the triangle and the panels all together, was like $85.
Okay. So that's your quilt top.
Yeah.
That's your whole quilt top. So that's awesome. Yeah.
That's what I thought. I'm like, if you bought.
Yeah. Well, if you buy fabric anyway, you need a lot of fabric for a quilt.
Yeah.
So.
And then I'll just figure out. I'll probably go to like, that store I always mess up the name. Hobby Lobby.
Yeah.
I'll probably go there. I like
for the backing,
because they're really inexpensive.
Yes, they are.
I haven't been in a while.
They're inexpensive. So. They're like $7.95, $8.95 a yard, which is cheap.
Whereas usually on Missouri, it's like $12,
$15. Exactly. Yeah, it's getting getting expensive. Getting expensive. Anyway, so that's to come. Our one block wonder. I know.
We're gonna quilt again.
We are going to quilt, and the winter's coming up, and
that's my favorite time to quilt.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So I'm gonna get going on this tutorial when I can get going on the tutorial. So please be patient.
I will be patient.
Be patient, folks. Yeah. We're gonna have our tea, and thank you so much for joining us.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you, Jen. Love you.
Love you.
See ya.